Hello all and welcome back to another model railway video. Now today I'm going to be having a look at a locomotive in 009 scale. This is a type of engine I have featured on videos already, but I haven't taken a direct look at this type of locomotive. So I thought I'll take the opportunity today and have a look at one of them. So here is the engine. It is the 009 scale Bachmann Narrow Gauge Quarry Hunslet. And this has got to be my favourite type of 009 scale locomotive. These little 040s not only can run around the tightest curves, they look absolutely stunning in terms of their detail for their size. This example is Dorothea, and this is the green cabbed version. So at present there are two uncabbed locomotives, which are Alice and Nestor, and then there are three cabbed versions, which is Britomart, Dorothea and Holy War, and they are the only three cabbed ones. And I'm hoping that they'll eventually do more of these, because they're absolutely stunning. So today I'm going to be having a close look at this lovely little locomotive, and then I'll give it a run on my 009 gauge layout. So we'll get into it and have a look at this very impressive little machine. Right, so let's have a close look at this stunning little model. And something I'm going to talk about to start with is actually the price, and it's something I haven't really done before, so I thought I'll give it a go today. Now the RRP of this loco, unfortunately I don't know what it is. It's because these have simply sold out on Bachmann's website. Not that long ago I checked and there were some still left, but since then they have all gone. Which doesn't surprise me at all, is because they're such lovely locomotives. I'm pretty sure plenty of retailers would still have these in stock, so have a look around and you might get lucky and pick one of these up if you are keen. Now, price-wise, these locos here in New Zealand sell for around about the $330 mark. Some a bit more, some a bit less. This one here was $318, and that came from Colin at Middleton Model Railway. So that's pretty much the cheapest price that these are available for here in New Zealand. I haven't seen any that are cheaper. But that is for the cabbed version. The cabless version, I think they're about $20 cheaper. So it's pretty much a $20 cab, really. That's how much the cab costs. But yeah, so that's the difference. So it's about a $20 difference between the cabbed and non-cabbed versions. So, Dorothea. This is a stunning looking loco. I really like how it's been done. The nice green livery with the white and red lining. It looks really, really good. So I'll start with the side and work my way around the engine. So the Dorothea plate on the side there looks really nice with the gold and red finish. Looks really good. You can see, if the camera is going to stay in focus, there is the builder's plate on the side. That looks really, really nice, finely printed, looks good. And then on the side, it's a really nice green finish, as I said, with this brilliant white and red lining. So the white lining is mainly forms the box edge sort of lining. It's just a straight line going from the edges, looks really good. And then on the inside you have got the red lining, which has got the corners rounded inwards, which looks really, really nice. And then there's bits of red lining going along the edges of the cab and stuff. Really, really well done. The framework as well, really well detailed. The rods are reflecting the light a bit there, but you can see going around the frames you've got a stunning white and red lining going all the way around where the axles pop through the side frames, along the edges here. It's going all over the place, and there's probably more lining even behind where the slide bars and the cylinders are. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, there is. I can just see it through there. Looks really, really good. You've got really well detailed cylinders with the drain cocks at the bottom, painted red. They look good. You've got all metal connecting rods and the rod leading up to the piston. That's really good to see, all metal along there, and you need it for such a fine locos, because plastic, if you broke it on there, it would be an absolute pain in the neck to fix. So it's great to see it's all metal. And it looks like the bolts that they've used to go through the rods, they look to be brass, which is interesting. And it actually provides quite a nice finish, seeing that the brass heads there. It looks really cool. Also, in terms of detail on the side, you can see there is the spring detail, which is just above the running board there. That looks really good. Fine handrails along there, beautifully done chimney, and It wouldn't surprise me if that is brass on there. In fact, I haven't actually had a close look at that. I'm looking at it through the camera at the moment, but that does look like it is made of brass. I'll confirm that in a moment. But yeah, it looks really, really nice. You've got some good rivet detail, as you can see on the side of the smoke box. There's a little detailed component up there. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it looks really nice. You can just see the water tank cap at the top. Looks really good, just where the handrails are. Yeah, really good detail. More rivet detail on the cab as well. You can just see there on the edges. Looks really good. And yeah, there's the steps on the end. Looks really nice. Okay, we'll go to the back of the loco next, and I'll show you the cab detail after that. Now, the back, very much the same. You've got the nice green colour and plenty of nice lining. So you've got the white boxes again going around the edges with the red with the special pattern on the inside there. That looks really good. And what I really like is the windows on these. So you've got the clear plastic, but then you've got 3 different bits of lining here. You've got gold, red, and white, and that looks so cool. It makes it look really interesting, the lining around there. It looks really cool. That's your coupling at the back there, just the standard 009 scale coupling, but it's without the loop that goes over, so this is just the one with the pin on the end. Buffer beam looks really nice. You can actually fit buffers to this loco. I haven't, is because you have to remove the coupling in order to fit the buffers on this particular engine, but you've also got some nice rivet detail there with the red painted buffer beam. Looks really, really cool. Now, cab detail. Can I get it with the light? In fact, it's probably better if I hold it like that. You can see it probably a little bit through there. There's the big regulator handle, which looks really, really cool. But the back head on the loco, it's a bit hard to see on this angle because it's a very closed-in cab. It's phenomenal in there. I can't really do it justice on camera, really. You would have to take the back off here, but you can see the water glasses in there. The back head is with all the brass paintwork. It looks really, really cool. You can see where the safety valves go up to the roof of the cab. It's a really well detailed model. I'll try and get a little bit from this side as well. You can see the regulator again. Just see the firebox area. Yeah, really, really cool. And you can just see right over the back, very hard to see, but there's the handbrake handle as well. So, very well detailed cab interior. Let's look at the front of the loco. So, as you can see from the front, these things look very, very dinky. Very, very cool little machines. Very small boiler compared to the cab. The cabs on these look very, very big, but they're very small for a crewman to actually stand in. So yeah, they're really, really cool little engines, these. So, smokebox detail. You've got the smokebox dart. You can see the hinges from the smokebox door going on the side. That looks really, really cool. Again, nice buffer beam detail. Again, the buffers haven't been fitted, but that's an option if you want to do so. And the chimney looks really cool from the front, really tall chimney to match the level of the cab. And there's these components on the front. I'm not sure exactly what those for. I've got a few ideas, but I'm not 100%, so I'm not going to comment on what those are. If you guys out there know what those are, please let me know in the comments, because I'll be keen to know exactly what those are. I'm going to move to the other side now, because there's some slight differences on the side of the loco. You can see you've got the different levers going from place to place. I'm not sure exactly what rod does what, but I'm pretty sure one would be the brake, and I'm not sure what the other one would be for. Not too sure. Then there's another bit of pipework going to the smoke box. It looks really, really nice. It's got a bit of a copper finish going along there, and then a bit of a brass finish along there. But that's just painted. It's not actual copper and brass, I don't think. Now, one thing that I nearly forgot to feature in the video is an interesting part of the loco, which is on the underside. I nearly forgot about it entirely, but it's these little bars that go across the bottom. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of these was in the actual loco's service life, but I'm pretty sure it was to stop like any gravel and stuff that could have possibly got on the head of the rail going underneath the wheels. And these locos were used in a quarry, so that was my reasoning for thinking that's what they were for. I'm not sure the exact reason. If you guys know, please let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to know. But the one thing I have noticed on the model anyway, anything that is above rail level will catch on these bars. So with my layout, I've had to be very careful with the amount of ballast which is on the side of the rails, because anything that rises above rail level unfortunately will catch. So if you buy one of these, bear in mind that that is a possibility. It might happen, the bars might catch. Now, the one thing with this particular loco, you may notice the bar is slightly warped, and that affects it even worse. This particular locomotive, when it runs over the line, I've had to actually file a bit of ballast off the side of one part of the track, is because this bar would not cope going over it. It just kept getting stuck. The loco would just be sitting, spinning its wheels, and it would not go around the line. So just bear that in mind if you do get one of these. Make sure that you do not have anything that is above rail level that is close to the rails. Just something to keep in mind. Now back onto the detail of the locomotive. I'm now going to have a quick look at the top of the engine. So you can see the cab area. You've got the detailed bit where the safety valves will come out, and you've got some nice rivet detail going around the edge there. And you've got the water cap on the top of the tank, which is nicely detailed. Looks like it's got rivets going all the way around it. It looks really cool. And of course this lovely chimney. Now again, I'm not sure if it's brass or not. I haven't actually had a close look at it, but if it's paintwork, it's been done really well. In fact, I'm going to take it off camera for a minute, going to have a close look. No! I stand corrected. It's actually paint. It's not a brass chimney, but it looks really good. Like, the finish is fantastic, but no, I've just been corrected. I've just had a close look, and I can see that it is a painted finish on there. That's very interesting, is because it looks so good. But yeah, it is painted. So that's a correction I'll make there. And also something I forgot to show, it's same as the back anyway, but I forgot to look at the front windows of the cab. Again, the nice lining, clear plastic on the front, and you've got a bit of lining going around the edges and over the top of the tank, going around the cab framework there. Looks so cool. These locos may be expensive, they're very tiny, but what is crammed into these is by far incredible. I think this is an absolute award-winning loco. I really like these. In fact, besides watching some videos that Model Railway guy did on how to build a 009 scale layout, these locos were part of the reason I got into the scale. I saw Alice was the first Quarry Hunslet I saw, which is one of the open cab versions. As soon as I saw it, I didn't have anything to run it on. I've got N-scale track, but nothing in narrow gauge. I just thought, buy the thing, buy it, is because it looks so cool. And I'm so glad I did, and now I've got a whole fleet of them. So I have got Alice, Nesta, Britomart, and Dorothea. The only one I don't have is Holy War. So I've got 4 of these little things now, and I tell you what, I love them. They're absolutely fantastic. And on my little Quarry Railway, they're absolutely perfect. So, speaking of the Quarry Railway, it's time for this little locomotive to move over to the Quarry Railway and run along the tracks. So I'm not sure what load I'm going to put in behind it. I'll run it light engine to begin with, as I do with my other locos, and then I'll find something suitable to go in behind this. I have got some more 009 scale wagons and some coaches recently, so I might put some of those on to give a new look to the layout. Right, we'll move over to the layout and give this thing a run. Here we go. Right, so Dorothea is now down on my 009 gauge layout. It will do its first run light engine, and then I've got a set of Pico passenger carriages which will go in behind it. It's been a while since this layout's been out and about, so it'll be good to see it on another video. So, we'll get the locomotive on the move. Here we go. So there we go, folks. That is Bachmann Narrow Gauge's 009 Quarry Hunslet Dorothea. What a brilliant little engine this is. Like all the Quarry Hunslets, this is a fantastic model. It's very well detailed, it's a great performer, and for tight curved railways, it is a very, very good locomotive. My railway is very small, it's only 400 by 500 millimeters, so for it to cope with that space really easily is a great thing. All of my Quarry Hunslets handle this railway with ease, and they look great going around. And since they're all different colours, it is great to have different variations that you can use on different trains. You can have different colours with different wagons. It looks absolutely brilliant running around this little engine, along with all the other ones. I highly recommend these Quarry Hunslets, and if you're able to pick one up, seriously, go for it, is because they're really, really good. They do cost a bit, but in my opinion, they are 100% worth it, is because the detail and performance is absolutely superb. Very good. I hope you've enjoyed this small video on another 009 scale product. It's been a while since I've done one, so I'm glad I finally got the layout out again and gave a proper close-up look to these Quarry Hunslets. Well, at least one of them is, because I have featured some of the Quarry Hunslets in other videos, but I haven't taken an up-close look at one of them, so I thought it was about time I did that, so I'm glad that I was able to do that today. Very good. I hope you've enjoyed the video, folks. There will definitely be more videos on the way. I'm likely going to be doing another 00 scale video next. I've picked out a very nice locomotive from Bachmann, which I'll be looking at, so I'll leave it as a surprise till next time, but there will be another video coming out in the not too distant future. Very good. Hope it's been enjoyable, folks. Have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.